Should I contour or should I not contour? That is the question. Alright, so in this video, I will be giving you some tips on how to contour and why it's beneficial to your overall look that you're going for. I know you're probably wondering why should I contour, or I don't like contouring, or it's not really that important, but really it is, because as you can see, I've already put on my foundation. So when you put on foundation, it tends to make your whole face look kind of flat. You don't have any definition that you would naturally have without your foundation. So when you contour, you bring back that natural shape that your face would normally have without the foundation. So that's why it's important to contour. But I think that people tend to over contour or put too much concealer under their eyes on their face, and they wonder why it's creasing or why it won't blend out as well. So I know I used to do that, like the whole triangle, and I'm not saying that whoever does that is wrong, but I just think that if you put less contour, then it'll look more natural and you will get that flawless look that you're looking for. So I tend to use multiple types of concealers to contour under my eyes and on my face. So some concealers that I use is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer, and I use it in the shade Medium Peach, and I also use the shade Medium Deep, and these are how they look. I think they're like $4 or $5. I'm not really sure because I haven't bought them in a while, because I bought so many of them, you know, and I didn't want to run out of them. So I still have a lot of these laying around in my room. So I'm not really sure the price of these, but they are affordable. Everything in this video I will be showing you is drugstore prices. So I got y'all. All right. So the next thing that I use to contour is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, and it's the full coverage conceal and contour, and I use the color C12 and C13, and I love these packages. I think they're so cute. But these are how they look, and I got these from Ulta, and they're like $7 too, so it's reasonable. And then of course, you know, the famous LA Girl Pro Conceal, the HD concealer, and this is in the color Cool Tan, and this is also an option. And I don't really use, I don't know why, but I don't really use the LA Girl to contour under my eyes. I kind of use it when I'm not wearing foundation. That's when I use my LA Girl, but it is a really good concealer. So if you're looking for a affordable concealer, any of these will be a great option. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild and the Makeup Revolution. I'm going to do Wet n Wild on this side and Makeup Revolution on this side. Okay. So normally I go in with the Medium Deep first, and I just put like a little bit right here in the corner next to my nose. And then I go on top of that with the Medium Peach. And you see the Medium Peach is much lighter, and that gives me that kind of highlight that I'm looking for, but I don't want it to be too light under my eyes. So I start with the dark color first, and then I'll put the light color on top. I take this brush from Ulta to blend out my contour. So I start here and I pat it in because I want it to be as full coverage as possible. So I pat it in and I kind of spread it across as I'm patting it in. And I try to keep it like right under my eye. I don't want to take it out too far because my face is kind of small. I don't know, it's weird. But I don't like taking it too far. So that's how it's looking right now. It's very natural. I don't like that just overdone contour look. So that's how it's looking. And I'm going to set it with my Airspun loose face powder. And this is how it looks. And I got this from, I think, Walmart a couple of months ago, maybe last year sometime. I've had it for a while. To apply this to my face, I'm going to use my Morphe sponge, and I love this sponge. I think I talk about it in a lot of my videos, and it is damp, so I use that to apply the powder to my face. And you're setting this just to try to make it last longer on your face. So that's the purpose of setting powder, is to kind of make it stay where you put it. So, and I don't put a lot of powder on my face either. I do really like the natural look. Sometimes I do like the beat look, but today we're going for a more natural look. So on my other eye, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution. And again, I'm going to start with the dark color first, which is C13. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. Then I'm going to put C12 on top of that. Then I'm going to blend it out with my brush. I'm gonna put a little bit of I'm gonna put a little bit of that concealer on my eyelids. Okay, and then I'm going to set that with my Airspun loose powder. And I really like this sponge because it fits my face like really well. And it fits under my eye and right there on the side of my nose. All right, so that's how we're looking so far. And I normally use a liquid concealer to contour my nose. I use this concealer right here to contour my nose and my cheekbone. This, and I don't know what brush this is because the name is rubbed off, but it's just like a dual end brush, and I take the smaller end and I dip in my concealer, and then I start like right here. And I really started liking to contour my nose because when you put all that concealer and foundation, you really do take the shape of your nose away and it looks really flat. So if you contour it, then you'll bring back some shape. And this is by e.l.f. e.l.f. has wonderful products also. I have a video up using e.l.f. products. I will leave that in the description bar, and I will also leave my foundation routine in the description bar if you have not watched that video, just so you can see how I apply my foundation. So I'm just kind of tapping it in. I tap everything in. I do not blend, I do not buff. I tap everything in because I do not want my foundation or the concealer to move. So I'm tapping it. I'll take my brush again and blend that out. And I use this brush to blend out everything. And I'm going to use a lighter color, just a little bit, to put in the center of my nose, just to give just a little more definition. And I'm going to use my finger to blend that out because I really want it to stay where I put it. I don't want it to move around too much. Then I'm going to contour my cheekbones. And I normally just follow my natural contour. So I start here. And I feel like if you use like a contour like this instead of a liquid contour, you have more control of it. Because that liquid contour, it gets everywhere really fast. And then I just blend that out again. Make sure you blend everything out so you don't have any harsh lines. To set my nose contour and my cheek contour. I used the CoverGirl Queen bronzer in the color Ebony Bronze, and this is how it looks. And I ordered this off of Amazon, and I like to use like an angled brush like this to set my cheekbones. Okay, so now that I've contoured, I brought back some shape in my face, and it doesn't look as flat as it did. All right, and then to set my under eye again, I like to use the MAC Mineralized Foundation Loose Powder in the color Medium Deep. And I don't use a lot of this, but I like to put like a little bit of color back under my eyes. And I'm using my Real Techniques Instapot face brush, and I find that I love this brush to apply like loose powders to my face, because I was trying to find a way to use it, and I really like it to apply my powders to my face. You're gonna also use this to clean up your contour. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and I will be back. All right, you guys, so I'm finished with majority of my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it with my MAC Prep and Prime. So a setting spray pretty much just sets everything, makes everything blend in so you don't look all patchy. Mascara, because I do my mascara after I spray my face, because my mascara tends to get everywhere if I put it on first and then spray my face. So I find that it works better if I put it on after. Put my highlighter on. And I have the new LA Girl Luminous Glow Illuminating Powder, and this is how it looks. I like the powder itself, but the container isn't that good, and when you open it, it just goes everywhere. So that's probably the only thing I do not like about this. I mean, it's really messy. Alright, you guys, so this is my final look. I hope that you found this video very useful. I tried to give you some tips that I know. Of course, I'm still learning as I go, so I don't know everything. But if you have not tried to contour, I definitely would recommend it, because I think that it will step up your makeup look. It just pulls everything back together, and it gives your face back shape. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.